Dinosaurs were all huge. Many dinosaurs were actually really small. Some were even the size of chickens or dogs. Microraptor was about the size of a crow. The idea that they were all giants comes from a focus on the big, flashy fossils, like T-Rex or Brachiosaurus. It's like seeing posters of Coleman or Schwarzenegger in a dystopian future where we all look like the humans from Wall-E and thinking that's how we all used to look like. T-Rex arms were useless. Yes, the T-Rex's arms were quite disturbingly short and had a limited range of motion, but they weren't useless. They were actually quite strong and likely helped with activities like holding on to prey, mating, or getting up from a prone position. Studies suggest the arms could have been capable of lifting or bench pressing up to 400 pounds. Let's see you do that with your strong arms, John.
Dinosaurs can be cloned from DNA. If this were possible, why haven't we done it? Dinosaur DNA degrades too quickly to be preserved in a usable form. The oldest DNA fragments ever recovered are only 2.4 million years old, and dinosaurs are obviously much older than that. Also, scientists have never found viable DNA from dinosaurs that could lead to cloning. T-Rex stood upright. Most depictions show T-Rexes standing like Donald Trump. But this classic upright stance seen in older depictions is not accurate. T-Rexes likely stood in a more horizontal posture, with its tail acting as a counterbalance to its massive head and body. Dinosaurs were cold-blooded. If you've seen Jurassic Park, nearly nothing can convince you those bloodthirsty velociraptors don't have pure ice running through their veins. But dinosaurs were not strictly cold-blooded. Evidence suggests that many dinosaurs were warm-blooded, or at least had a metabolism more similar to modern birds and mammals. It helped them stay active and grow to such large sizes. Pterosaurs were dinosaurs. They're not dinosaurs. They're often mistakenly grouped with dinosaurs, but they belong to a different branch of the reptilian family tree, so they're essentially reptiles. Crocodiles are living dinosaurs. While it might be fun to look at a crocodile and compare it to a Dinosuchus or a Sarcosuchus, a crocodile is simply that guy that has clout just for looking like someone else. While they share a common ancestor with dinosaurs, they are more closely related to modern birds. They might have existed for millions of years, but they are not dinosaurs. Dinosaurs were all reptiles. Many people's simple brains think that because dinosaurs looked like lizards and crocodiles, which were reptiles, then dinosaurs were also reptiles. That's like saying that these two are the same people just because they both tried to overthrow democracy. Dinosaurs were a unique group of animals. While they're related to reptiles, they weren't like modern reptiles, like lizards or snakes. Many had traits closer to birds, like hollow bones and fast metabolisms. And yes, it's true that birds today are actually living dinosaurs. All dinosaurs were scaly. Very many dinosaurs had feathers. Fossils from China and other places show feathers on species like Velociraptor and Anchiornis. Some may have been fully feathered, while others had simple, fuzzy coverings. Feathers likely helped with warmth and maybe even display. Dinosaurs were dumb. Nope. Intelligence varied between species. Some plant eaters had small brains, but predators like Troodon had large brains for their size.
Damn, I always knew meat eaters were smarter than vegans.
Many likely had good senses and behaviors for survival. Birds, their descendants, are quite smart.
He's ready to pounce. Look.
All prehistoric reptiles were dinosaurs. Not everything that lived during the time of dinosaurs was a dinosaur. For example, pterosaurs, these things, and marine reptiles like Mosasaurus or Ichthyosaurus, who names these things, were not dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are completely extinct. Like I mentioned before, birds are living dinosaurs that evolved from small, feathered theropods. So technically, not all dinosaurs went extinct, just the non-avian ones. Also, Mark Zuckerberg, dinosaurs were bad parents. Many dinosaurs were in fact much better parents than most American parents. In fact, many were excellent parents. Fossils have shown species like Maiasaura cared for their young in nests, and some theropods even sat on their eggs like modern birds.
Oh my god, this chicken is eating egg. Look, they ate the egg. Oh my days, they eating egg. First time in my life I see chicken eating egg. You're eating your children, Ibn Na'al. Oh Jesus Christ, Allahu Akbar on you and your family. Oh my god, they are sharing their eggs. In the mouth, look. The duck took the egg. She's running away with somebody's children in her mouth. Oh, she ate the whole shell. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Look at that puffy chicken. He looked like he was in slavery before.
Dinosaurs all went extinct at once. The extinction event wasn't instantaneous like a DMT trip. The asteroid impact caused massive environmental disruptions, leading to gradual extinction over thousands of years. It wasn't a fast, hard, blazing, glorious death that something as majestic as a T-Rex would have deserved. They starved, choked, and chilled to death like it was the 1930s, and they were Jews. The word dinosaur means terrible lizard. Well, technically it does, but, like I mentioned before, dinosaurs aren't lizards. The name dinosaur was based on early assumptions before we knew how unique they were. Fossils are just bones turned to stone. No. Fossils are often rock replicas of the original bones. Over time, minerals replace the bone material, so what you see in museums is often not the original bone, but a fossilized impression of it.
You know, they think T-Rex had lips.
They did.